Hi everyone, I'm Cole, and I'm going to be studying part of an OpenLearn course to get a taste of what it's like to study a degree with the Open University. And then I'll be given a surprise challenge and I'll have to put what I've learned into practice. Thank you, Miss Producer. Let's see what I'll be studying. Start writing fiction. A sample of English literature and creative writing. Cole, good luck with your studies and prepare to put your new skills and knowledge to the test. Right. I'm a YouTuber, I'm creative. Let's study! I feel like a novelist already. I've been told that my challenge is taking place here, the Charles Dickens Museum in London. Maybe I'll be able to soak up some final inspiration here. Old Chazza was one of the best after all. Hello? Hello?
Hello!
Hello!
How are you?
I'm brilliant, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Oh, good.
A warm welcome to the Charles Dickens Museum.
Wow, I can feel his inspiration entering me right now.
Well, hold on to that for your challenge. Do you want a tour for a bit more inspiration before you start?
I would love a tour. How does she know about the challenge as well?
So, this room is the Dickens's dining room. So you can see a table set for 6, but They would have crammed as many as like 14 people around this table. They really loved to entertain.
He's got 14 mates?
He's got more than that,
2.
but...
Really?
Yes.
How old was he in this house when he lived here?
So he was in his mid-20s, so 25, and his wife was...
And he owned this?
Rented, didn't own.
Still, though. I mean, he was doing all right, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Even
not
before
bad.
he became a celebrity. Oh, imagine the conversations around this table, Kirsty.
Oh, absolutely. The great and good of Victorian cultural and social society would have been around this table, chatting about politics, science, everything.
I know nothing about anything.
Next is the biggest room in the house, which is the drawing room. So this is where they would have withdrawn after dinner, and this would be where the evening's entertainment would take place.
Wow. And this is his original writing table,
Oh,
isn't it?
please don't touch.
Yeah, no.
Yes, it was his original, but so we're not looking to put new fingerprints on it, just the Dickens's fingerprints.
Did they have cups of teas in their day?
Yes, they would have had tea, but most likely in the evening here they would have been on the alcohol by that point.
Would have got lit.
Exactly.
I can only imagine the things he got up to on this chaise-longue.
Yes, of course, all the writing and the important conversations, absolutely, I agree with you there.
Exactly what I was thinking. Wow, wowee, wow. This is it, the writing table.
This is the desk, yes. Nice, that's it. Breathe in that inspiration.
I feel him. So why do you love Dickens so much?
I think as a writer, he just paints a really vivid picture of the setting that the characters are in and of the characters themselves. He really understood and studied people and really captured that on the page. You can see really vivid imagery when you're reading those novels, for sure.
Yeah, it's a splendid answer.
So I have one final surprise for you. Before you begin your challenge, there's someone very special I'd like you to meet.
Not Charles Dickens, is it?
So this is Lucinda Hawksley, our colleague here at the museum, and I'll leave you to get introduced.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you,
Hi,
Lucinda.
good to meet you too, Cole.
Hello.
Hi.
What have you got to do with this place and my challenge?
Well, starting off, I'm an author. I'm a patron of the museum.
Yes.
And I'm also a great-great-great-granddaughter of Charles and Catherine Dickens.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow, that's unreal. You're the great-great-granddaughter.
Triple great. I'm even greater than that, triple great.
Triple great. That is pretty great. Yeah.
So it only seems fitting that I should set you a challenge.
Right, okay. And what would my challenge be, Lucinda?
I want you to do some writing.
Right, yeah, I should have seen that coming. Okay.
I'm going to want you to do some creative writing. What have you written so far? Anything?
A shopping list?
Well, shopping lists can be creative, but anything else? Anything vaguely fictional?
I used to write raps.
Excellent. Poetry. Perfect.
Not very good. Raps. They didn't really rhyme.
Every writer I've ever known says, oh, it's not that great. It is.
Oh, you're very positive.
Yeah.
I like this positive energy. This is getting, it's filling me up with excitement.
Good, excellent. Well, that's what we need. So I want you to write anything. It can be a poem, it can be a short story, it can be whatever, it can be a haiku, it can be whatever you want it to be. I want you to read it aloud to me.
Do what?
I'm going to get you to read it aloud.
Are you?
Yes. It's what Dickens used to do. He used to look at himself in the mirror and read what he'd written so that he could see what his characters would say, whether he'd got their facial expressions correct, all those kind of things. You'll be following Dickens in that, performing it.
Oh, okay, no pressure then. So what should it be about?
Absolutely anything. There's this kind of belief that writing is old-fashioned, that it's not relevant today, but actually people don't realise they're writing all the time. They're writing on their social media, they're being creative. I mean, let's face it, most people just tell lies on their social media, and you're very creative.
Like me. Yeah.
But it could be absolutely anything that inspires you, anything that makes you want to write.
Okay, I accept.
Excellent, thank you.
Well, I will see you very soon. Wish me luck.
I do wish you luck. Good luck with
Thank
it.
you so much, Lucinda. Okay. But before I start, I'm going to make a quick call because the Open University offers a lot of support with access to other students and tutors, so hopefully one of them can lend me a helping hand. Robin, I need some advice. So I've been studying creative writing. What advice would you have for me?
Well, I guess when you're starting a piece of creative writing, you want to establish your setting and your characters. Those are going to be probably the first things you introduce to your reader. And there are lots of ways you can sort of hint at character, not just by telling, but by sort of showing instead. And you might want to do a few exercises like maybe thinking, if this character had, I don't know, a bag on them, what would they have inside that bag? What would that tell you about their character? It's just, yeah, writing and writing until you write something good.
Wow, very insightful. Thank you very much, Robin. That will come in handy.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye.
Some of the lessons I've learned have really jumped out at me in this place. I mean, from what I know about Charles Dickens, the guy who knows how to create a good story. I've got to put those lessons into practice just like he did. A Dickens-Anderson collab, you might say. The first important lesson I recall is nothing happens nowhere. Without a vivid sense of place, a story falls apart. I'm standing in a historic Victorian house full of Dickens atmosphere and presence. This is where I'll be making my story. It'd be rude not to. There's an exercise in the course where you list 6 items in someone's room and use them to build their entire character. Let the objects in the room do the talking. Off the bat, the objects in this room, straight away, the quill has got my attention. I've never used one of those before, but there's so much history that went through his fingertips to write stories so delicately, so that's something I'm considering. And the pictures downstairs, as soon as I saw them, they made me feel something. I don't know what they made me feel, but sense of eeriness. Perfect for a story set in a dark Victorian house. Mood is a weapon. Let the verbs do the talking. A skilled writer doesn't just describe the setting, they tilt it. Mood and emotion can change how a character, and therefore the audience, sees the same space. So for example, I can describe this room twice with the main character in 2 completely different moods, and then the room reads like a completely different place. So I need to make sure I nail the emotion of my character, what they're feeling, to bring this place to life in the right way and give it some atmosphere. It's done. It's showtime.
How did it go?
Prepare to be flabbergasted. All right, that sounds like a fitting word to use in Dickens Museum.
I am ready to be flabbergasted.
Okay, so you told me to read it aloud.
Yes.
However, I'm going to perform it for you.
Great.
One of the lessons I learned was show, don't tell. Okay. Dialogue, action, and voice like TV or theatre, or some of my best YouTube videos. Don't forget to subscribe.
Okay.
So I'm not just reading it, I'm performing it.
Excellent. I'm on the edge of my seat. What did you choose to do?
Right, Lucinda, I know you're expecting a rap, but I haven't done that.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
no.
I know. But what I have done is I've written the opening to a Gothic Victorian novel.
Excellent. Wow. Not a challenge then. Oh, the coat's coming off.
Get ready.
It's serious.
showtime.
It really is showtime.
The house stood in a narrow terrace of soot-covered brick. Dr. Dickens frowned. Don't look at me like that. Weak flames crackled in the fireplace. Edmund Dickens was sitting in his writing chair. No, not sitting, perching on his writing chair. Strange sounds echoing his goose feather quill. For Dr. Dickens was a writer only by night. Sound of a door closing. A sound of a door closing. Thank you,
Very
Mr. Producer.
atmospheric.
Absolutely. Dr. Dickens froze. Dickens was scared. But then he remembered he didn't believe in the supernatural. When the clock struck 12, the first patient died. Dr. Dickens picked it up, then put it down, then picked it up again. The loose pane of wood in the wall, a sudden gust of wind rattled. Quill slipped out of his fingers. He heard the sound of footsteps.
Good bit of suspense there at the end.
Thank you. I've been working on that.
That was really good. I do have some notes.
Okay, writing is subjective, so go easy on me, Lucinda.
I will, of course. Consider avoiding the kind of character tropes or stereotypes like Gothic, Victorian horror. It's just, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, no, I do remember that actually, because avoiding stereotypes, you can create broader characters, stuff like that. No, I should have done that.
And I liked the way he's both a surgeon and a writer, but you need to have a bit more of a thought about which he really wants to be.
Oh, so were you enthralled? Would you buy my book?
I may well buy your book,
You will
yes,
buy my book.
Absolutely. I will buy it.
You will buy my book.
All I would really say is that this is a first draft, and for a first draft, this is really good. Writers always need to remember that the first draft is important, but it's not the final manuscript.
Understood.
I really enjoyed that. I think you've done a great job. I loved your enthusiasm.
Thank you.
So do you think you have a new outlook for your creativity?
Lucinda, I firmly believe I'll be the next great thing in English literature.
Bravo.
Well, that was a lot harder than expected. I definitely learnt a lot from the experience, and it was a chance for a bit of self-discovery. I never really thought of myself as a writer, but studying this little sample of the course gave me the confidence to give it a go. It's given me a real insight into what it takes to study a degree with the Open University and the skills and knowledge I'd gain. I'd recommend it.